you guys are looking for a Titan build that absolutely destroys in early game, end game, and one that is just super fun to use, this is a video for you. And if you guys want to master this build, make sure you watch till the end of the video so that you guys can take this into any end game encounter and deal some good damage. But with that said, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We're getting close to that 50k milestone and I do really appreciate it. And as always, let's jump straight into today's build. Right, so for today's build, we're on Solar Titan. Now we are running Burning Maul with this class because it deals a lot of damage, especially on bosses. And to be honest, the hammer, it's a great option, but if you're looking for something that's going to deal damage, Burning Maul is a lot better. Then we have Rally Barricade with Catapult Lift, Throwing Hammer, and Healing Grenades, just so that we do get our health back. Because with this build, we are going to be up close to enemies, so having that extra bit of health when we need it is pretty crucial. Then for the aspects, we have Roaring Flames with Sol Invictus. Then for the fragments, what we are running is Ember of Searing, Ember of Empyrean, Ember of Ashes, and Ember of Torches. This is pretty much just going to synergize well and give you fire sprites when you guys need them, which is going to be crucial for the build. I'll explain later on how to use it effectively. Then for your weapons, now you can run a shotgun with 1-2 punch. It's going to help the build, but it's not necessary. I don't feel like it is anyway, but it does help a little bit. But for me, I think I'd rather have the Mint Retrograde if I'm doing high-end activities, just so I've got something at distance that can deal a lot of good damage. Then for the weapon, I am using Devil's Ruin. This thing is insane. It creates fire sprites, so this one is crucial for today's build, as you'll see. And once you get a few kills, you'll be able to use the long press to enable its high power solar beam, which we all know does some crazy damage this season. Then for your heavy, I am using the Trials one with Envious Assassin and Bait and Switch. I really like this heavy. It's pretty much always got ammo, you never seem to run out, and it deals a lot of damage, especially with today's build. Now there are quite a few artifact mods you guys are going to want to put on, so you can pause the video and put them on now and I'll talk through them. Obviously you want the anti-barrier, unstoppable, whichever you are using, but Diviner's Discount is a good one for this. Flame Fiber and Freeze, Fever and Chill, Reciprocal Draw, Refresh Threads, Elemental Coalescence, Cauterized Darkness, Elemental Overdrive, and Radiant Shrapnel. Now this is all going to pretty much synergize so that we're radiant, we're getting fire sprites more often, and we're just proccing this build a lot more often, which is going to deal a lot of damage. Now, talking about stats, you want your melee on as high as you can because this is all about throwing hammer. So we are going to be up close, like I said. So melee damage, the higher you have this, pretty much the more damage it's going to do. And trust me, once you get into them like 130s upwards, you can see a massive difference. So with that said, let's jump into the armor. For your armor, we are running a melee mod, Harmonic Siphon, Hands-On, and Special Ammo Finder. Then for the exotic, what makes this build insane is the new one, Melis Panoplia, I think that's how you say it. It's a weird name, but we have a minor melee mod, heavy-handed with a double melee font on. Then obviously the perk that it does have is collecting a fire sprite or rapid solar final blows. Make you a Forge Master, allowing you to recall your throwing hammer after impacting a target. You can recall your hammer at full intensity to perform a recall, causing an explosion. Trust me, once you see this in game, it deals some crazy damage. Then for your chest piece, what we are running is a melee mod with Concussive Dampener, Void Resistance, and Arc Resistance. Like I say in all my builds, it depends what activities you guys are running, so you can change them up. Then obviously whatever you're running as well, so we've got a melee mod on our boots, Kinetic Scavenger, Void Scavenger, but to be honest, you probably want Solar Scavenger on if you guys are running Solar like me. And then stacks on stacks, so picking up an overpower will give us that armor charge so that we can in fact use, I believe it's on our gauntlets, yeah, the melee font. So that's how that works really well. And finally for the mark, we have a melee mod with Special Finisher, Reaper, and Time Dilation. Now this in one build is just insane. So how the build worked is you basically throw your hammer and recoil it with the new exotic. But if you guys are struggling to get fire sprites, all you have to do is run around using the Devil's Ruin, get kills. That's going to drop fire sprites so that you can obviously recoil your hammer a lot more often, and use the solar beam. It sounds a little bit complicated, but you'll see in the gameplay it's super easy to do and a really good build. But if you do enjoy today's build, leave a like, subscribe. I'll leave you with the gameplay right now in some high-end activities, and as always I will catch you in the next one.